Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. This is my daughter's Yamaha APX T2. She's had this for only 6 months or so, and the frets are already knackered, as well as the fretboard is showing lots of wear as well. She does play a hell of a lot. She plays 5 hours plus a day because of her Twitch streams. You should go and check her out. I'll put a link in the description for you. So what we're going to do is going to replace some of these frets with some stainless steel frets. The guitar is currently unplayable, buzzing like a mother. So this video is just going to show you how I do that, avoiding tear out as well on the fretboard when you take the fret out. And that's basically it. So first off, we're wetting the fretboard, just using a sponge and some water, just dampening the wood there a little bit. This will help with reducing tear out when we remove the fret. You don't have to soak the fretboard, but just make it a little bit wet. Which gives the wood some some substance, if you like, some body. And then I use a very sharp chisel, and I heat the fret as well, just in case it is glue, because that will help loosen any glue and just help loosen the whole thing in general. So I heat it up a little bit with a soldering iron, just very carefully, just working my way across the fret there. Push the water in a little bit, and then what we do is, or what I do is, take the sharp chisel and just very gingerly, I can say that because I'm ginger, prise that fret out. This works every time for me, has worked on electric guitars and acoustic guitars alike. So just making sure that is nice and warm. And then we'll very carefully take it out. Like I say, this guitar is only 6 months old. It's become unplayable in 6 months, which is quite surprising. Anywho, there you go. So we just very gently just prise that out there. Working my way across very slowly. Not yanking it out in one go. Just edging it out. And that does the trick. And just working across and do it both sides, avoiding any tear out whatsoever. Great guitars, these Yamaha APX T2s. They sound amazing, play really great. But as it is a travel guitar, I suppose it's not designed for the amount of abuse that we give them. I had to do the same thing on my guitar. I've got the same guitar in black, which I use on my streams and for gigging and for busking and everything. Great sounding guitar, but yes, the frets don't last very long at all. And there we go. It is out, nice and neat. This is what we want. No tear out whatsoever. That's what it should look like. That I am really happy with. So next up, we're going to get the stainless steel fret. These are pre-cut ones, and they're kind of like slightly curved, which is quite nice. Offer it up to the old fret, get exactly the same size, mark it, and then snip it with my snips. Be very careful when you're snipping these, because they can ping off in all directions, take your eye out possibly, or damage the guitar or whatever. So I'll just hold it down to the bench so it just minimalizes where it's going to go. You could even take it outside or something, I don't know. But so I'll cut it across the fret, making sure not to bend it. These are very hard frets, stainless steel frets, quite hard to work with, but it's worth it in the end because they will last a hell of a lot longer. So there we go, that's just snipped off. And then I just take a little bit of each end of the part of the fret that goes into the slit. That will make it tidy on the ends of the fretboard, so you don't see any of that poking out the side. Just a little bit, and again, just working it really hard. Go on, Brent. It's really hard to cut. So I do that, and then with a file, I'll just make that all nice and neat and flush, as you'll see in a second. The frets that came out were like that as well. I didn't do it on my guitar, and I wish I had done, although my guitar's quite beaten up, so it doesn't really matter that much. But you can see on my guitar, you can see the frets on the edge of the fretboard, but that's okay. I don't mind that on mine, but seeing as this is not mine, I thought I would do a neater job. So using my my fret, using my file, my fret file. Just make that nice and neat and flush, so that'll sit nice and flat to the fretboard, just like that. So tools you will need are little files and things, but you'll see all the different tools I'm using as we go through this. Now I'm just cleaning out the slit. I'm actually using the edge of my fret guard, which is the perfect size for this. And as these frets are slightly bigger, I'm just making it slightly wider as well to accommodate that with that. And then we just offer that up, and that should be the perfect size, which it almost is. And we just push that right in there, and it should be hard to push in, but it should push in, and then we tap it in. I don't have a fret hammer. If anybody wants to send me a fret hammer, send me a fret hammer. No, I'm only kidding. I don't have a fret hammer, but I just use the handle on the pliers to tap it in. It's fine. Like I say, these frets are tough, so they can take it. And we just tap that home. No glue required, I discovered with these. And then obviously it will need leveling. So it is slightly higher than the other frets. It is a bigger fret. So we're just going to take that down with a bigger file, which will then make it flat, and then we will crown it. So I'm just taking the level down, and I'm just using a large metal file and using my fret guard there, and we're just going to take that down to the same level as the other frets, checking periodically with my fret rocker and stuff, just to make sure we're not going past it. Takes some time. These frets are tough, like I say. They take a hell of a lot to a file. They're really hard to work. So, like I say, just taking time over it, and then eventually it's the same level now as the other frets, which I'm really happy with that. But like I say, it is now square. So I'm just using the fret rocker to check that all the way across, and I'm very, very happy with that. And you can see no rocking. It's perfectly level, which is what we want. So then I take my crowning tool. You can get these on Amazon or anywhere, and we're just going to crown that. And then after that, we will tidy up the edges, to the sharp edges and stuff, which is easy done as well. So there's my crowning tool. I used to do this just by hand, just by rolling the fret file. But this makes life a lot easier. This is great. You could tape off the fretboard if you were worried about slipping and marking the fretboard. Maybe I should have done that, but I did. It's okay. I didn't slip and mark the fretboard, but there is a possibility of that. But just very, very, gently working that across there to crown the fret. Then it's all crowned. Lovely job. And then we just tidy up the edges. Again, could tape the fretboard to avoid any scratches or anything like that, or just be careful and just take your time. And then once that's done, there it is, a nice brand new shiny stainless steel fret, all looking swanky. And there I did the first 5, so I ended up doing the first 5 frets. So they were the ones that were really bad. The rest of the frets are okay. I will probably get to them at another time, but that took quite a long time to do those 5. It took me all afternoon to do that, but I'm very, really happy with the results. Words are hard today. I can't speak. I don't know what's up with me. And it plays absolutely great and sounds absolutely great. Harley's really, really happy. Now she's back using it again in her streamies. So here's a little clippage of it being played. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's me just showing off, look. Showing off my work. Okay, Brent, that's enough. Put the camera down. Alrighty, so this is actually a couple of weeks later, because that footage was done a while ago. She's been using this for a couple of weeks now, and it's still great. Sounds. No buzzing at all on those frets. All lovely intonated. Excuse my bad playing. So there you go. As easy as that. So hopefully that helps you out if you're thinking about doing this yourself. It's not as difficult as it might seem. As long as you can get that fret out without damaging the guitar, the rest of it is pretty easy. Hopefully this video helps you out. Like I say, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Check out the links in the description. Come and follow us on Twitch. All that stuff. So, only one more left. Only one more thing left to say. And that is peace until next time. Cue the jingle. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you like my YouTube show, hit like and comment and get involved. If you dig my vibe, then hit subscribe and never miss an episode of my YouTube show. Peace. Till next time.